Hi guys, so today we are listening to Tool, The Journey Continue. Thank you so much for all your comments under the Opiate album that we listened to. I know we had and faced some difficulties with the copyright restrictions, but it was one particular song that we realized, so we actually managed to upload almost the whole video. Thank you again so much. The comments are amazing and they give me a lot of insight. The discussions that we are having under videos are also quite great, so look up the comments if you would like to see more information about the interpretations of the particular songs. Today I will continue the chronological journey, so we're gonna start the Undertow.
Yeah, we're gonna just start with two first songs on the Undertow album, so Intolerance and Prison Sex, both together around 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes each, 10 minutes together, so...
Yeah, we actually had a little bit of disagreement about the amount of songs. I actually insisted, it was me who insisted on 2 songs rather than 3, and I have a good excuse. Not excuse really, but the reason is that the next song after these 2 is Sober, and I think that was the most, the mainly requested song on the whole Undertow album, so that's why I think it can be quite good for me to actually listen to this one separately.
One thought on that though, so many people request a live version of Sober from the festival. I think it's like the most popular live version of Sober, so we can either do live first, which worked well for Push It, or we can do the album version first. I don't know, maybe let us know in the comments.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, I can do actually both, I don't mind. I feel like from person that knew nearly nothing about Tool, I'm gonna become one and main follower and like a proper fan, so thank you for this. Is there anything you would like to add before we start?
Just one note from me. Apologies for all the shadows behind. It's because we don't have any better lightning, and that's all we could come up with, and it's very dark outside, so we're just trying to record with whatever we have.
Well, we actually are testing another camera as well, so maybe it's not gonna be that bad after all.
So the camera you're looking at, it's the, let's call it first camera, and if you can that's the second camera.
Just a test.
So we will just try to mix it up a little bit today.
If you don't like it, just let me know as well, because I think that was I found in some comment that that's something you would like us to test, maybe a little bit of so yeah, why not?
Nothing from me. I think we are ready to
it's quite
proceed.
hard for me to look now. I'm not sure which camera I should choose, but I think I'm gonna stick with this one. Yeah, let's do it. Let's not waste any more time. I'm prepared today. I loaded up all the lyrics as well. So yeah, exciting.
Okay, so first Intolerance. Ready?
Got my notes. Yeah, I've got everything. I can hear it on both sides.
I don't wanna be hostile. I don't wanna be dismal. And I don't
when it ends. I think I'm getting...
It's already
Already?
another one, yeah. Prison,
Okay then.
Prison Sex.
another great song. What can I say?
2 songs.
Yeah, 2 songs. Yes, of course. I meant 2 songs, obviously. Do you want to start this time?
So I would just like to say that I definitely prefer the Prison Sex over Intolerance, the second song. To me, it has more Tool DNA, it, especially musically, because maybe not necessarily by lyrics, but musically, I totally prefer Prison Sex over the Intolerance.
I was going to ask what you mean by DNA, but yeah, I think I know what you mean. It is the musical side of things that I absolutely loved in Prison Sex. So I think I would choose it over Intolerance. I must agree on that.
I think if you were to listen those 2 songs, you were asked which one song is done by Tool, you would there's more chances that you would say it's the second one was by Tool, and the first one is very nice. I really liked it, but it's not that great to me. Not as great as the second one. That's just my.
Yeah, I think I do agree with this. I don't want to, give any low score because it's not a bad song. And I actually found quite a lot in the words. And I think in Intolerance, there's quite a lot of interest in the words that I wanted to dip into a little bit. But the musical side of things with Prison Sex was spot on. And especially the later part, till the end. This whole kind of transition and then the whole ending. It was like really, really nice to listen to. But what caught my eye in Intolerance, in the words, I felt like the whole Intolerance was about the relationship, and it kind of reminded me of this toxic type of relationships where the bond is so strong that even though it is bad and you can recognize it, because there was emphasis on the bad side of this other half, let's say. The bond is so strong that you just can't get out of it, and you are able to recognize it, yet you're still deep into it.
So I'm thinking it might be about. I agree that definitely it is about relationship, but the last couple of verses, it says, "I will not tolerate you. I will go down beside you. I must go down beside you." So to me, it's some kind of relationship that is forced upon those 2 people. If it's about people, it's so I don't know. Maybe when would, let's say you are a policeman and you have your partner that is maybe you don't have too much choice over it. You have to trust him. You have to tolerate that person, even if you don't really agree with the morals of him, her.
Yeah, maybe I have a flaw because I really like songs of this type, lyrically speaking. So I do kind of like, and I probably again overanalyze, and if it comes to the songs about relationship in general. But actually at the end I think he recognized that he was too sympathetic, which he mentions throughout the song for too long, and maybe it's some kind of a statement to finally break the chain from a toxic relationship. But I see it through the prism of toxic relationship. That's what the song is for me about. I think I would give it somewhere around 7 or 8 out of 10.
The Intolerance. I would score it. I think 6.5. It's 6.5 for me.
You like 6.5s. Okie doke, let me just. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna load up the words for Prison Sex.
But I really liked the because Intolerance is a first song on. It's opening the album. It's like very hard opening to the album, so maybe it was intentional. It's like I think musically it's much more hard. It's much harder type of music, so it's like very, very powerful statement at the beginning of the album. I think that's a quite nice operation by Tool.
Well, yeah, although I didn't find it too harsh or like too strong in that sense. I just found it indeed slightly different from what I kind of got used to. Would you agree?
I would
It is
say
slightly.
it's
It's still kind of this. I guess I can recognize. I'm starting recognizing this kind of old tool, isn't it? This kind of difference.
yeah. So yeah, when you say that, I would compare it. Not saying it's similar, but I would compare it like to the first couple of songs on Opiate. So Sweat and Hush. They're that's just my feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think we can agree on that. I think that our scores are quite similar as well. Let's go to Prison Sex now. Again, musically, oh, that's the type of thing that always gets me, and I think will be getting me all the time. That's why I'm doing it. I'm so into it.
The intro was really nice.
Yeah.
It's like classic Tool intro, I would say.
Yeah, but I wanted to know. Do you know any history behind the song?
I don't know any history.
Did you try to look for anything?
No, I didn't try to look for anything. I just wanted like us to try to explore it, how we feel it.
Yeah, because I felt it musically. I had a little bit of a problem with words because for me there was I think he highlighted my lamp and mortar like some kind of ritual. That's what it relates to. Well, if you're trying to analyze the title, it can be some kind of prison ritual. Although I don't think that's it.
I mean, it's called Prison Sex, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'd like to think it's not about what I think it may be. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean, it might as well just be about prison sex, but there are a couple of, probably a lot of references to actual prison sex, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But also, it might just be there for laughs and the meaning is totally different. I don't know.
That's the thing. I kind of felt that, again, I think I tried to search for this kind of morality again. It's just the way I try to feel every single song, I think. It is really wrong, because on this occasion, I think it's not kind of wrong interpretation if you just take it as a song about prison sex, which can also be a ritual sometimes. If that's what it is about.
But maybe it is about something that is not prison sex. But like the analogy can be can be drawn.
Yes, or some kind of like tough experience that. Again, I wonder. My lamp and mortar, you look so precious. Won't come a bit closer. So it's like someone is trying to drain something out of them, if it's the metaphor, some kind of experience. What do you think?
I'm keep reading, and I don't know what I think just yet.
Well, there is reference to blood and cum on my hands.
Yeah, but the blood and the cum, they also can be like very good analogies to things like, I don't know, hurt or maybe blood, even sacrifice.
Yeah, so again, like this ritual, that's what I keep thinking of. I'm pretty sure it is a reference to something deeper. I may be completely incorrect. Let me know what you think about this one.
To be fair, it's often hard to. So there's this mode of how people's memory works, that your first impression of something is very hard to change. So. I don't mean it like in a cliche way of first impression of person, but it also refers to how you perceive things when you have just a little bit of a detail available for you, and you then see the bigger picture. Your impression of bigger picture is affected by what was your first thinking about the small detail, if you know what I mean. So if you had a first thought about that song referring to ritual, now even when we explore it more, you're more likely to keep thinking
Yeah.
it's about ritual.
Yeah.
So it's hard to.
And I actually had another thought, which is kind of related to, again, to the ritual, but in a slightly different sense. And it's not about literal reference to the prison sex, actually, because the opening of the song, it starts from the words it took so long to remember just what happened. I was so young and vestal then, it hurt me. So what actually crossed my mind now is that, do you know, I think we learn from experiences. That's the human nature. We need to learn from experiences, and more often than not, in order to learn something, the experience needs to be I wouldn't, not necessarily bad, but the experience that we then perceive as something that we would do in a different way if we could do it again. So especially as you're a child or then a youngster, and you grow and you have those experiences, and you are coming across situations that making you feel it can make you feel quite bad, or you are realizing that something you did was quite wrong, and that you would do it different way if you would have a chance. So actually, I feel that this may be some kind of a reference to this. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I think I do, yeah. And I was just reading the line. I have found some kind of temporary sanity in this. Shit, blood, and calm on my hand. I've come round full circle. I find this like, especially the verse about I've come round full circle. He like went again and again.
That's interesting though, isn't it?
But I'm intrigued by last verses. You look so precious. You look so precious, and so on. Well, I don't know
Maybe
what.
it's because if we are in this kind of ritual theme, maybe it's this kind of temptation. So he kind of he circled, because obviously he had those situations that he now knows he shouldn't go through it, and he is able to recognize it because of this baggage that he carries. But still, it's this temptation. So I think each of us can reflect to a different situation, but actually can find ourselves in quite similar situation.
Yeah, I would lean into that interpretation. To be honest, I kind of see similar.
Yeah. It's like in to give some kind of example, like we have human relationships, but maybe let's go to some more, I think, example easier, more easy, something easier to catch. So it's like your first touch with, I don't know, cigarettes, because that cigarettes are well known to cause addiction quite quickly. So, but obviously that's completely made up example now, just to kind of realize or show you the situation. So he tried it at the beginning. He didn't know how bad it is. He realized how bad it can be, yet it's still kind of tempting to do it again after this whole realization.
In the refrain, there is do unto others what has been done to me. Do unto others what has been done to you. That's interesting, isn't it? So especially in the context of prison, like you are in prison because you've done something, and it says do unto others what has been done to you, to me, and to you. So like, what if he's trying to say that we do things because because something has been done to us?
I think we're
Maybe,
going off the topic.
yeah.
You know what? But I really want to listen to it a few more times, because I really liked it musically. So if it was just the musical side, I think I would give it around 9 out of 10.
What if it was not only about music?
I think I will still give it 9 out of 10.
Okay.
but the words make me wonder. I really want to know. It's kind of frustrating me in a sense that I'm not sure whether, I'm tackling it from the right angle and whether it's even correct to tackle it this way. So I could use a little bit of help with this, to be honest. What is your score?
So my score would be strong 7. I would just say 7. So for me, it's
That's not that high.
yeah. I mean, it's not my favorite Tool song, so it cannot be that high, and there has to be room for better songs. I mean, I'm not 7 is I think a really really solid score for me. Like, I wouldn't give 7 to any song.
You know what? I came across in comments that sometimes I need to rescale my scale and I need to listen to, let's say, crappy songs in order to do it. So maybe that's my problem now, because how I've been doing for the past few weeks is just Tool. It's literally just Tool. And I keep listening to the songs I can already listen to. It's getting harder and harder not to listen to the songs that I know are still there. But I enjoy the journey. So yeah, perhaps I need to rescale my scale. If you think that as well, let me know.
Yeah, I've
But,
been listening yesterday to Bloodhound Gang, so just never mind.
Okay, in any event, I don't think we should drag it any longer. I'm just gonna try to find this interpretation tonight.
So the next song we're gonna do is Sober, right? So
Yes.
let us know if it's better to do the live version or studio version.
Or it actually came. I actually thought about this now. What if we would do both versions?
I mean,
That's not very long, is it? How long is the?
so Sober is just around 5 minutes. So it's 10 minutes both. Yeah, I mean,
You think it would make sense? Is it really different from?
I mean, yes, there is. So the most popular live version is like very famous thanks to its video, thanks to visuals. So it's not only audio. People want us to probably also see the video.
Oh.
I mean, they definitely.
This can be interesting.
So
Yeah.
I don't really know which one is
I haven't
better.
done it this way yet. That's exciting. Okay.
So
Yeah, thanks for watching.
thank you.